Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sister.
Okay, let's begin the class. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen. Nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Amma ba'd. Rabbi shrah li sadri. Yes, you can repeat the dua. Rabbi shrah li sadri.
Rabbi shrah li sadri
Wa yassir li amri.
wa yassir li amri
Wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani.
wahlul uqdatam min lisani
Yafqahu qawli.
yafqahu
قولي
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Rabbi
ربي
ilma
علما
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Rabbi
ربي زدني علما
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Rabbi
ربي زدني علما.
Okay, so let's begin our class. Yesterday we went through the introduction of Tajweed. Do you have any doubt with the previous class?
No, sister.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So now let's just see what we saw yesterday. So yesterday we have learned the five major areas from where we spell the alphabets. Okay, from where we get the articulation points. Let us revise this once. Al-halaq,
Al-halaq,
al-lisan,
al-lisan,
اللسان
al-shafatan,
al-shafatan,
شفتان
al-jawf,
al-jawf,
الجوف
al-khayshum.
al-khayshum.
الخيشوم.
So these were the five major areas. Now today we are going to see from al-halaq. What is al-halaq?
The throat.
The word throat from the
Yes.
throat.
So remember yesterday we saw that the throat has 3 articulation points
Yes,
and
sister.
we have 6 alphabets. Okay, so we are going to see the names of those 3 articulation points and which all alphabets are coming under these 3 topics. Okay, let's begin. So there is in the throat 3 articulation points for 6 letters. Let's go from the bottom. The first one, aqsal halaq.
أقصى الحلق.
Aqsal halaq.
أقصى الحلق.
Aqsal halaq is the bottom part of the throat, the lower part, the deepest part of the throat. What is aqsal halaq?
The deepest
The
part.
bottom of the throat. Deepest.
Yes, it is the deepest part, means the bottom, the inside part of your throat. And in aqsal halaq, we have 2 alphabets coming out. It is hamza, ha.
همزة ها.
Hamza, ha.
همزة ها.
So normally when we recite, for Hamza I'm saying. So if you're reciting something, example, alladina or amanu, you say a. Okay, we don't say ha. Even though if there is Hamza, we pronounce Hamza as alif. Okay, but when we are talking about Hamza, this is Hamza. Right? This ha. Okay, it comes from the deepest part, from your bottom of the throat. How do you pronounce it? You have to say ha. When you are pronouncing these 2 letters, hamza, ha, you will feel it in your chest. Just keep your hand in the chest and repeat after me. Hamza,
همزة
ha.
ها.
When you are saying, can you feel it?
Yes.
There will be something coming out from your chest. Okay, it
Yes.
is actually not the chest, but it is the bottom of the throat. That part is called the aqsal halaq.
Aqsal halaq. Yes.
So when you pronounce from the aqsal halaq, you will feel it in your chest. Okay, if the voice is coming out from the chest, it means you're using the aqsal halaq, and that is correct. Okay, repeat again. Aqsal halaq,
Aqsal
Aqsal
halaq.
الحلق.
hamza,
Hamza.
همزة
ha.
Ha.
Ha. So here also we have a letter ha. But there is a lot of difference between this ha and this ha. The ha which we learned now, that is Aksal Halaq. It comes from the deepest part. So you will pronounce ha. Alhamdu. It is not alhamdu. Or what is it? It is alhamdu or alhamdu?
Alhamdu.
Which ha? Which place? Is it Aksal Halaq?
Alhamdu. No, it is
Middle of the throat.
Yes.
middle of the throat.
It is
Yes.
middle of the throat. So how will you say? Because everyone make a mistake. Everyone recite it as alhamdu. Right? But it is alhamdu. You get this ha. It means it is this one. Okay? So you have to recite Aksal Halaq ha from your deepest part of the throat, from the bottom of your throat. Ha. Ha.
Ha.
Okay? Next one we see.
But when we say that Alhamdu ha, then
Yes.
also I'm feeling it in my chest.
No, you're not reading it correctly. We'll see the next topic. You will know how to pronounce. So the second one is wasatul halaq.
Wasatul halaq.
Wasatul halaq.
Wasatul halaq.
So when I'm saying the word halaq, al halaq, wasatul halaq, can you see the difference? It is not halaq. It is halaq, ha. This ha also comes under wasatul halaq. So Hamza, Ha, this two alphabet comes under Aqsal Halaq, bottom of your throat. But the alphabet Ha, Ain, this two alphabet comes under Wasatul Halaq. It is pronounced from the middle part of your throat. Now what you do is, your finger of the tip should be at this part. Keep your finger over there. Now say Ha,
Ha.
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 Can you feel this
Ha.
part touching your finger
Ha.
when you're reciting?
Yes, sister.
Ha.
Ha.
Okay. If your
Ha.
fingertip is touching this part, when you're saying, when you're pronouncing out the ha, if this part is touching your fingertip, it means you're reciting it correct. Okay. This is how you will test yourself if you're reciting correct or if you're pronouncing it wrong. Next is the alphabet Ain. Again, keep your fingertip here
Ain.
and pronounce Ain.
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 Okay, did you feel it when you pronounced?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, it means this part is from the middle of your throat. Okay, it comes from here. But when you are keeping your finger, you can feel this part touching your fingertip. Okay, just like I said, when you're reciting Aqsal Halaq, keep your hand in your chest and feel it. When you're saying Hamza, Ha, you can feel a very tiny vibration in your hand, right? It means that you're pronouncing these two alphabets correct. Same like that for Wasatul Halaq, Hamza, sorry, Ha, Ain. These two alphabets, you have to feel it here. Okay, then you are reciting it correct. Next one is Adnal Halaq.
Adnal halaq.
Adnal Halaq.
Adnal halaq.
Adnal Halaq means the top part of your throat. We are coming from the lower part because it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, that's why we are coming from below. So Adnal Halaq is the top part, means this area of your throat. We have two alphabets. Kha, Ghain.
Kha. Ghain.
Ain.
Yes. Kha. Ghain.
Ghain. So when you are pronouncing this two alphabet, you will feel a slight vibration here. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it is
Fa,
kha,
ghain. Yes.
kha,
Kha,
kha.
Yes, sister.
kha,
Yes, ghain,
ghain,
ghain.
ghain.
The actual part is here. This is the top part of the throat. But when the pronunciation comes out, means when you're releasing the alphabet out, you will feel the vibration here.
Yes.
Okay. Now, any doubt? Got
No.
the example? See, Hamza, Ha, when you're practicing, keep your hand on your chest, read it loudly. Okay, because especially in Tajweed, when you're practicing something, you have to read louder. Two tips you have to follow. Your Tajweed will be easy and you will also understand. First thing is read louder. Because if you're just reading in your mind saying Hamza, Ha, Ain, Ha, Ghain, Kha, you will not know what mistake you're making. You will not even realize from which part of the throat the alphabet is coming out. So for that, the must thing is that you have to read it out. Speak louder. Second thing is that stand in front of the mirror and try the alphabets. Then you will know how is your lip movement when you're reciting. Because this is a throat, so you will not know. That's why I told you that keep your fingertip and see. You will understand. Okay? But especially when you're practicing Tajweed, the main thing is this too. You have to read louder. Second thing is stand in front of a mirror or just take your mobile camera, turn it to the selfie camera and read it out. Okay, you will see that how is your lip movement. Okay, by that you can improve your tajweed even more better. Okay, so in throat for the al-halaq, okay, huruf al-halaq are 6 letters and the letters are hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, kha. These are the 6 huruf al-halaq. Okay, so we learned 3 articulation points. That is, aqsal halaq means the bottom of the throat, wasatul halaq, middle of the throat, adnal halaq, the top of the throat. Any doubt in this lesson?
No, sister.
Once more, I'm repeating. When you're practicing aqsal halaq, hamza and ha, you have to keep your hand in your chest and read louder. So if you feel a vibration in your hand, it means you're reciting it correct. Next one, for the wasatul halaq, keep your fingertip on the throat, on the middle part of your throat. When you are spelling those 2 alphabets, you will feel your throat touching your fingertip. Okay, it means the pronouncing is correct. Next one, for Adnal Halak, you have to feel it here. You will feel a very slight vibration after spelling the alphabets. Kha, Ghain. Okay. You will feel as if your tongue's very tiny part of your tongue is touching here. Okay, that will be the vibration. Now next, let us see in detail. We have Aqsal Halak. Okay, so Aqsal Halak is pronounced from which part?
Bottom.
Bottom of the
The
throat.
bottom, the deepest part. Where does it come from? Here.
From the chest.
Hamza. Hamza. Okay, when you're saying, you can feel the vibration. Hamza.
Hamza.
This one is ha.
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 Ha,
Ha.
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 Next, we move towards the example for Aqsal Halaq. Okay, you can repeat after me. Here we have Hamza. Hamza is having Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. Okay, same like that. Ha also we have Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. Okay, we are going to see how to pronounce this in words. Okay, let's see the first one. Yes, alu.
Yes, alu.
yes, alu.
Alu.
Yes, alu.
Yes.
Yes,
alu.
Alu.
When you are reading it like this, you will say Hamza. But when it comes like this is yes alu. It is not yes halu or yes alu. Okay.
yes,
If you are
alu.
saying yes halu, then the hamza will be replaced with this ha. Okay. Wrong. If you are saying yes, alu, hamza will be replaced with a ain. This is also wrong. So you have to pronounce hamza as ha only when it is in single. Okay, if only you have hamza. This you will call hamza. But, sorry, yeah, when it comes only this way, you will say hamza. When it comes in word like this, you will pronounce it as an alif only. It is yes alu, not yes halu or yes halu. Let's
Yes.
practice again. Yes
Yes.
alu.
Alu.
Yes,
Yes,
alu.
alu.
This is light, no stress over here. It is only yes alu.
Alu.
Read it
Yes,
Yes.
alu.
normally.
Yes,
Just like
alu.
how we pronounce this, right? Right.
Yes, alu.
Yes alu, just like this.
Yes,
How do you?
alu.
Yes, alu.
Yes.
Alu.
Okay, it's the same. Only thing that here we have added the alif, here we have hamza. Pronunciation is the same. Next one. Fa'tu,
Fa'tu.
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 So you can see one thing. Here we have fatha, kasra, dhamma for hamza. And here we have hamza with a sukun in all of this. But in the previous letter, you have fatha, kasra, dhamma. Okay, so that after this, when you are practicing, you will get the examples to know. Okay, so look here. We have fa, hamza, fatha, fa. On top of hamza, if there is a sukun, if you have hamza sakina, you have to read it with a slight jhatka. Means how will you read? It's not fa tu. Okay, it is fa tu,
Fa'tu.
tu.
Fa'tu.
Okay, when you get hamza with a sakin, with a sukun, okay, you will recite it this way. Fa tu.
Fa'tu.
Got it? Now,
Yes.
next one. Su'ila.
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 No stretching over here. It is not su'ila. It is su'ila.
Su'ila.
Bi'sama.
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 Yunabbi'uhum.
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 Yu'minuna.
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 Very good. Any doubt here?
No, sister.
Next, let's move towards ha. So here you will pronounce from which part?
Lower throat.
Yes. And in Arabic, what do we call? Aqsal halaq.
Halaq.
Okay, so the letter ha is pronounced from the aqsal halaq. Let us see. Again, here same. We are having fatha, kasra, dhamma. Second column, we are having fatha, kasra, dhamma in the previous alphabet. Look here. Ashhadu.
Ashhadu.
So the word ashhadu, you use this in every prayer. Am I right?
Yes, sister.
But you have been reading this ashhadu. But it is ashhadu. From your deepest part of the throat, ha should come. Ashhadu.
Ashhadu.
Very good. Next is tahtadu.
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 Rabbihim.
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 Ihdina.
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 We say ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, right? So
Yes,
this is the same word. It is not ihdina. It is ihdina. Okay, the ha comes from the lowest part of your throat. Minhum.
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 منهم
منهم
مهتدين
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 Next one is wasatul halaq. Wasatul halaq is which part of your throat?
middle
part
part
of the throat.
Yes.
wasatul halaq.
And how will you check if you're reciting it correct?
You should keep the tip of
Should
the
keep your
finger
index finger
on
on the throat, and if it is
top of the
vibrating, then
throat.
it's
Yes, very good. More than vibration, when you are reciting these two alphabets, Ain, Ha, you will feel your throat touching your fingertip and going back. Ha, Ha. Yes, can you see? Always when you are practicing Tajweed, when you're learning Tajweed, whenever I see any alphabet, try it immediately. Okay? So that if the part is touching, right, your finger, or if you're feeling the vibration, it means you're reciting it correct. But if you are not feeling the sensation of that, then you have to keep practicing again and again until you get the proper sign. Okay? Now let us see the examples. First, we are going to see the alphabet Ain. أنعمت
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 يعلم
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 علم
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 يعلم
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 علوم
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 أعبد الله
أعبد
الله
أعبد الله
أعبد الله.
Okay, so when you are reciting the alphabet Ain, we have read 6 alphabets till now. So which alphabet is hard according to you?
Hamza.
Okay, any other alphabet?
Ain.
Okay, so the easiest alphabet to pronounce is Ain, because when you're pronouncing the alphabet Ain, there is no stress given to your throat. But at the same time, when you're reciting Ha, you can't just say Ha. It is from your deepest part, means you have to give that much strain and bring it out, right? It is Ha. But Ain is a very simple alphabet. There is no stress required to recite when you're practicing this. It is Ain. Okay, so that's why when you're reciting Ain, don't try to bring your throat out. Read it normally, because everyone make mistake in Ain only. They try to bring Ain as Ain. Okay, if you're reciting it this way, you will not be able to attend the class tomorrow. If you practice it like this, your throat will be gone. Okay, so Tajweed is very easy, but you don't strain yourself when you're practicing. Do it easily. Okay, that's why I'm telling you that keep your finger in this place, keep your hand in this place and feel. Okay, so that it becomes easy for you. So Ain, you will just keep your finger in the middle part of your throat. Here you have to keep it normally. Ain, Ain. Okay, can you feel it now? Did you give any kind of stress? You read it normally, right? Yes. So there is no need to give so much of pressure to the throat when you're reciting Ain and Ha. They are the easy alphabets. Am I right? Was it easy?
Yes, sister.
Next one is the alphabet Ha. This also same. Okay, but when you're reciting the alphabet Ha, just widen your mouth. You will pronounce it correctly. Hamida,
Hamida.
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 Ahmadu,
Ahmadu.
Ahmadu,
Ahmadu.
Rahima,
Rahima.
Rahima,
Rahima.
Rahima.
إحسان
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 حكم
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 محسن
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 محسن.
محسن.
Now we are reading whatever examples we are seeing in the class. Every example is repeated in the Quran. Okay, till now, how many examples we saw? We saw 4 alphabets. And whatever example you saw for all this 4, it's all coming from the Quran only. Most of the words you'll be using every day, either in the prayer or in the recitation when you're doing, you will repeat this. That's why I have given very easy words so that you can practice it daily. Okay, so now come back to the alphabet Ha. Was it easy like Ain? It was easy compared
Yes.
to Ha, right?
Yes, sister.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sister.
But when we are reading the Quran, we feel Ain is the most difficult alphabet to pronounce, but that is the easiest alphabet. Okay, so don't give a lot of strain when you're practicing. Read it easily. You will get to know. Because when you're practicing, you read it loud. Okay, but at the same time, when you're reading louder, if you're giving so much of strain to your throat, you will be bored to come to class tomorrow. That's why take it easy, read it lightly. You will understand. Next one is Adnal Halaq. Which part of the throat is this?
Top part.
Upper part.
Top.
Yes, this is the top part of your throat. How many alphabets are coming under Adnal Halaq?
2.
2.
2.
Yes, they are Sa, Ghain.
Fine.
Fine.
Okay, now I have a question for you all. So you can see here we have 2 images. One is Kha, one is Ghain. Why the sound volume of Kha is given high and why Ghain is given low? Repeat these 2 alphabets and try to say me.
Fa.
Fine.
Fine. Because
Because when
Ghain
we
is
pronounce
kind.
fa, it is more
It's more.
vibrating than ghain.
Yes.
It
Fa.
is more for
The
fun.
alphabet Kha, when you're pronouncing, the voice is coming out. Kha.
Oh,
But when we're saying Ghain, we just say Ghain.
right.
Ghain. Because we have an ending with a noon. Ghain. You're
Right.
stopping. But Kha,
Fine.
not stopping. It is Kha. It's just going like this.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
That's why for Kha, the pitch will be a bit high. And for Ghain, it will just end up smoothly because there is a stopping at the end. Ghain. It is this.
Fine.
Right?
Yes.
Ghain. Have a stopping. But for Kha, there is no stopping. Kha, you just keep reading. That's why this wave is big than this one. Next, let us see the example for Adnal Halak alphabet Ghain. Ghafurun.
Ghafur.
Ghafur.
Ghain is read from Adnal Halak, the top part. So you should not read it Ghafurun. G. It's not G. It is
Oh,
Gha.
yes, sister.
Can you see the difference between G and Gha?
Yes, sister.
There is
Yes.
difference. Okay. Next is, we'll come back to the examples. Ghafurun.
Ghafur.
Ghafurun.
Ghafurun.
Maghfiratun.
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 Bughya.
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 Istighfarun.
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 Ghuruyun.
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 Tughyanun.
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 طغيان
So ghain, you have to recite it from adna al-halak. Okay? But how will you recite? You should not say ghafurun, maghfiratun. That is wrong. Okay? Your tongue should not touch any part. When you're saying ghafurun, your inside part of the tongue will touch the top throat. Okay? That is wrong. You have to say ghafurun, maghfiratun, bughya, istighfarun. Got it? Next one is the alphabet Kha. Khawfun,
خوف
khawfun,
خوف
makhluqun,
مخلوق
makhluqun,
مخلوق
akhiru,
آخر
akhiru,
آخر
ikhwatun,
إخوة
ikhwatun,
إخوة
khuluqun,
خلق
khuluqun,
خلق
yukhriju,
يخرج
yukhriju,
يخرج
yukhriju.
يخرج
The letter Kha is also pronounced from the same place where we are pronouncing Ghain. Okay, but the only difference is that for Kha, the pitch goes a bit high when you're reciting. Kha, Ghain, it goes smoothly. So, yes. So, till here is today's lesson. We have learned 6 alphabets. Hamza, Ha, Ain, Ha, Ghain, Kha. Any doubt here? Let us just see a very short introduction to Al-Lisan. Okay, anyways, tomorrow we'll start Al-Lisan, but let's just see how it is. So, Al-Lisan has 10 articulation points for 18 alphabets. So, you can see the tongue is very small. But inside this, how many articulation points are there? 10 points. And alphabets itself is 18. For Halak, we saw only 6 alphabets. But for Al-Lisan, we have 18 alphabets. Okay. Now let us see how many articulation points are there. So the tongue is distributed into 4 areas. Means 4 articulation points. From where the other 10 articulation points will come. First one is Taraful Lisan.
طرف اللسان
Taraful Lisan.
طرف اللسان
Hafatul Lisan.
حافة اللسان
Hafatul Lisan.
حافة اللسان
Wasatul Lisan.
وسط اللسان
Aqsal Lisan.
أقصى اللسان
Aqsal Lisan.
أقصى اللسان
اللسان
So among these 4 parts, which one is familiar? Which word is easy?
وسط الأقصى.
Yes, because you have also saw wasat and aqs for halak. Okay, wasatul halak and aqsal halak. The same comes here, but that was for throat. This is for tongue. So you will use lisan instead of halak. Okay, so the tongue is divided into 4 areas. It is taraful lisan, hafatul lisan, wasatul lisan, aqsal lisan. Now, what is all this for? Inshallah, we'll discuss this tomorrow. Okay, because for today we saw full explanation of halak. So let's not go into this or else it will be confused. So now let me tell your exercise, homework for today. We saw about al-halak, right?
Yes.
We saw all the explanation for al-halak. We saw how to pronounce the alphabets. We also saw certain examples for aqsal halak, adnal halak and wasatul halak. Now your homework is that whatever alphabet you have learned, you will give 2 examples for each. Now come to the alphabet ha. You will give 2 examples from the Quran. You have to go through the Quran, write 2 examples. Okay, same like that for all the 6 alphabet. You will give 2 examples for each alphabet. But before just going to the Quran, listen to the recording once more. Go through the lesson once more. Practice it and then you find it in the Quran. Okay, this will be your homework. Inshallah, by tonight you can share your lesson. Means share your homeworks. Okay. Any doubt?
No, sister.
No, sister.
Also, after the class, you can take notes so that before the exam you can practice. As I told, remember when you're doing the practice of everyday's class, make sure you read louder. Make sure you see what you're reciting.
But,
Don't just recite Hamza, Ha, Ain, Ha, Ghain, Kha. No. Go in front of the mirror. See how your lips is getting widened. What is the shape of your lips when you're reciting particular alphabets? Okay.
sister, we send you a
Also, what
picture
you
of the
do?
homework
Yes, sister.
personally. We send you a picture of the homework personally, message.
No, you can send it in the group, inshallah.
Okay,
Group will be open. You can send.
yes, sister.
Yes. Also, inshallah, your books will be delivered within the coming week. Okay, inshallah. Anyways, I'm just presenting you the PowerPoint in the recording also. So you can go through that. And
Okay.
after covering all the lesson, then we'll open our book. Okay, because
Okay.
I want you all to understand very easily. That's why let's not open the book before the explanation. Once the lessons are done, we'll do the revision from the book. Then it will be easy for you to understand the big explanations given in the book. Okay,
Okay,
inshallah.
sister.
Any doubt in
Sister,
today's class or homework?
yes, sister.
No.
Yes, sister.
Wasatul halaq, middle of the
Yeah.
throat. We have to keep the finger down of the chin in between of the. We have a round part in the throat, right? In between
Yes,
of the
yes.
two.
Here, in this part, you have to keep.
Okay,
In
directly down of
between your
first
throat.
part.
Yes, in
Okay.
between the throat.
In between the throat.
Yes. See, this one is the chin. Okay. So this one
Huh.
is jawline. So here
Huh.
you have to keep.
Okay.
Okay. So it will be in between the throat. When you're
In between.
talking, just when you're talking to me, you can keep your finger. When you're talking to me, you can feel the vibration in your fingertip.
Yes,
Okay.
sister.
Because when we are talking, all these parts will be moving inside. Right. So that's why it will be touching. So when you're pronouncing ha and ain, this part will touch your fingertip and go back.
Okay.
Okay, so it is in between your throat.
In between of the throat.
Any other doubts?
No, sister.
Okay, so inshallah you can practice very well and then we'll move forward tomorrow, inshallah. Okay, sisters, let's read the dua. سبحانك اللهم
سبحانك اللهم
وبحمدك
وبحمدك
أشهد
أشهد
أن لا إله
أن لا
لا إله
إلا أنت
إلا
إلا
أنت
أنت
أستغفرك
أستغفرك
وأتوب إليك.
وأتوب إليك.
Okay, sisters, inshallah we'll meet tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته